All right, so welcome to this one. In this video, I'm going to show you how to carry out alteration of memorandum. And alteration of memorandum is one of the post-incorporation processes that you do when you're doing company registration. But before we start, now you can see when it comes to company registration, there are quite a number of things you can do. I may not be able to cover everything because there are just quite a lot of things we can do here. Okay, but then let's see how it goes. So now let's talk about alteration of memorandum. Okay, so the reason why people do alteration of memorandum is if you want to change the business objective, basically. Okay, so if you want to do that, all you need to do is to, of course, I'm sure you already know how to get to this point. If you don't know, watch some of the previous videos where I showed you exactly how to get to this point. Okay, so this is the company that I want to do the alteration of memorandum for example, and all I need to do is just to come here and then I'm going to click on alteration of memorandum, and then I'll come to start alteration of memorandum and article filing. So I'm going to click on that. Okay, once I click on that, I'm just going to close this. Okay, so you can see here, the first thing here is that we need to know the requirements for this process to be complete. Now you need special resolution. Okay, you're going to need your memat, then court order, which most times is not really necessary. Then all companies that are registered before 3rd January 2021 should submit the full memo as altered. Okay, so if you are registering a business that has been registered before 3rd of January 2021, there are some forms that comes with those registration. You will need to provide them, but I'm going to be assuming that we're going to be working with newer registrations. Okay, so these are the 4 documents that you will need to submit before this process can be successful. Okay, so here, as you can see here, I have an object here already. So let's assume that I want to add a new object of memorandum. I can actually delete this one if I don't want it again. But if I want it to be here, but I want to add another business description or object of memorandum, all I need to do is just to come here and just add it. So for example, I could just say POS business. This is just for example. Okay, so this is the new object that I want to add to my existing object. Okay, once I do that, I'm just going to come here and then I'm going to click add object. So you can see here that this one has now been added. It's as simple as that. So once I'm done adding all my new objects of memorandum, I'll just come to this next button and click on that. Okay, once I do that, I'm just going to come in here. Okay, so here really you don't need to touch anything here in this article of association. Remember that if you have been doing the pre-incorporation registration, remember that you don't usually touch this article. We're always adopting the default article of association. Okay, but if you know that you know what you're doing and you want to alter it, then that's also fine. Okay, so but usually you just want to leave everything the way they are, and then you want to scroll all the way down, and then what is the date of special resolution? That means what this place is telling you is that before you carry out this process, the company directors, for example, at least should have met and they should have agreed that they want to do this particular thing in their meeting. So you're going to put in the date where they made that agreement to, alter this change that we just did here now. So that's what this place is talking about. So I'm just going to come here. I will just pick, for example, if I'm doing the registration today, I could pick last week Friday as the time where the company directors or shareholders met and decided on this. So I'll just choose a date, and then once I choose a date, I'll click on next. Okay, once I do that, it's going to just show me a preview of what I just did, and I'll just scroll all the way down, and once I'm satisfied with what I have, I'll just click on save and continue. All right, so once I do that, it's going to take me to the payment page. As you can see here, filing of notice of alteration of memorandum and article of association is the 10,000 naira process. So I'm going to have to just click on this remitter and then complete this payment, just as if you have been doing other payments before. Okay, but what's going to happen here is that after making this payment, you will be required to upload all of those documents that were stated in page 1 that you should upload. So all you need to do is just to upload the necessary template, and once you're done doing that, You're going to click on submit, and once you submit, it's going to redirect you back to this page. So what's going to happen here is that once you submit, you're going to see this one is going to be in pending and not submitted. The reason why it says because I didn't complete the payment. So it's going to be here, and then it's going to wait 1 to 3 days thereabouts. See, they will review what you have just done, and if your review is successful, it's going to be approved, and then you're going to see your approval here, and then you can now download the documents that you paid for. But if for any reason you were queried, you're going to see the query here. You're going to click on the query. You will see the reason why you were queried. You fix the query. You submit again. It's going to go through the review process. And then once they are okay with what you have done, it's going to be approved. And then you can download your documents. So this is how to carry out alteration of memorandum and article filing in CAC registration. If you have any question, please you can ask in the group or anywhere you're watching this tutorial from. Thank you. I'll see you in the next tutorial.